Here, I'll go a little bit further with gay marriage. I firmly believe that marriage is a union made by God between a man and a woman. That is my belief about marriage, and that is where I stand on it, and I won't apologize for it. That's the truth. And so, but this vote right here, guess what? It is a lie, because I haven't seen any legislation, and the Supreme Court has ruled twice. Again, I'll tell you this. Supreme Court has ruled twice making gay marriage legal, but the Democrats have to lie about it.
Marjorie Taylor, drama queen, speaking from her office on a high school stage, apparently just can't get over the fact that same-sex marriage is legal in a representative democracy, and that gay people are human and capable of lifelong love. I would say I'm glad she's got an outlet to run her mouth and get all that pent-up hatred out, but she basically uses anywhere, anytime to be awful. But you know, you're a lot better at being awful if you know what the HE double hockey sticks you're talking about. What the Democrats did by pushing forward the Respect for Marriage Act, or RFMA, last week was not a farce or a lie. It's a backstop. We have to assume that no civil or human rights are guaranteed protection after Justice Thomas plainly warned us of that.
In future cases, we should reconsider all of this court's substantive due process precedents, including Griswold, Lawrence, and Obergefell.
The House saw that Roe was not treated like federal law by the Supreme Court, so they repealed the Anti-Equality 1996 Defense of Marriage Act by codifying the Respect for Marriage Act. The RFMA requires federal recognition of same-sex marriage in the potential wake of Obergefell's overturning, so that married couples can still be recipients of Social Security benefits if a spouse dies, or still qualify for married tax status. You know, things heterosexual married couples have always benefited from and never had to worry about losing, that wouldn't be threatened if homosexual couples had them too. Unlike what many Republicans are saying, RFMA does not require states to license same-sex marriages. Those states will, however, have to recognize same-sex marriages done in other states. MTG tells us that the court already ruled on same-sex marriage twice, but verbal pinky promises by conservative justices have proven to be empty.
I have this day an opinion, a personal opinion, on the outcome in Roe versus Wade, and my answer to you is that I do not.
Roe versus Wade is an important precedent of the Supreme Court.
A good judge will consider it as precedent, worthy as treatment of precedent, like any other.
It has been reaffirmed many times over the past 45 years.
Roe is not a super precedent because calls for its overruling have never ceased, but that doesn't mean that Roe should be overruled.
And Democrats didn't want to let the court be the Lucy with a football to their Charlie Brown. So in order to procure federal benefits and interstate recognition of same-sex marriages, the RFMA was codified. So Marge, even if you think this is all performance art, I see it as a party in the House doing their job for the people within the means they have. I understand that at a state level, much has already been done to make everyday life more difficult for LGBTQ plus individuals as well as couples. This is going to require more concerted effort from good faith lawmakers, like passing the Equality Act, not to mention a general overhaul of public perception of diversity.
I believe that one man and one woman is exactly what we must have. If not, our society will crumble.
Republican leaders assembled outside the state capitol on Monday to rally for states' rights, as the fate of Texas' same-sex marriage ban and that of other states remains in limbo in the courts.
It's not about being anti-anyone. It's about being for marriage between a man and a woman.
We knew that you cannot allow debate to be set as Republicans overwhelmingly go back on the definition of traditional marriage. We have to stand for truth, and culture may be against us, but culture was against us in the early 1970s, and people got out of the wreckage of Roe v. Wade and started a movement and changed hearts and minds over a period of time. And that's what we need to do on this as well.
For now, the challenge lies in the bill death chamber, or the Senate, as most call it. Based on their impeccable record of accomplishing almost nothing for Americans' material and everyday needs, we instinctively won't let our hopes get too high. One spot of hope, though, is that the House vote for RFMA 267-157 included 47 Republicans, and 13 of those yay votes came from members of Congress who voted for the Defense of Marriage Act back in '96. Also, I believe Senator Susan Collins helped with the groundwork for RFMA, so maybe if the Dems can't get Joe Manchin on board, because he's got to keep some anti-gay coal baron happy, Collins could be the 50th vote if the filibuster died. Wishful thinking, I know, but since 1996, there's been closer to 50% growth in the number of Americans who want federal recognition of same-sex marriage. So Marge and her minority fundamentalist worldview of gender binariness are not polling well in the court of public opinion. Unfortunately, our highest court is about as Neanderthal as ever, so Democrats have to try harder to check its authority. And we, the people, simultaneously have to activate and engage at the smaller level to show backwards state governments, like mine, that they cannot oppress our LGBTQ plus friends, family, and neighbors in plain sight.